This happened to me over 1.5 years ago. I was only 16 at the time. We had an uncle that had been in and out of jail the majority of his life. After his 5-year sentence, he had made arrangements to come and stay with me, my mom, and my brother. We had never really liked him, but he had nowhere else to go. The following week consisted of constant tidying and cleaning to impress him, although I never really saw the point, considering he had been in a cell the majority of his life. After cleaning, me and my brother would go to the basement to game. We had a Wii U, PS4, and 2 gaming computers. Sometimes we wouldn't even sleep, we stayed down there so long. Hearing the news that this would now be our uncle's room really annoyed us, so we made the most of it before he had to pack it all into our bedrooms. The week flew by, and it came to the dreaded day. He was moving in. We waited in anticipation and dread when suddenly the doorbell rang. It was him. Me and my brother unenthusiastically walked to the door with our mom as she prodded us to look positive. The door was open. An immediate stench hit us like a ton of bricks. A mixture of alcohol and body odor. It was truly dreadful. The kind of smell that makes your eyes water and stomach wrench. The smell of him didn't even give justice to the truly dreadful looking man he was. His long, greasy, dirty, and smelly hair loosely drooped over his wretched face. The grease made his thinning hair clump together, exposing his balding scalp. I can't begin to describe his face. Spots coated the entire surface of his aging old face. Giant pus-filled slits, blackheads, coated his nose, wrinkles so deep they could house a colony of bacteria. His eyes masked an evil unknown yet to us. The first few weeks were horrible. They consisted of awkward moments and in family time. Our mom tried to make us do this to bring us together. It didn't work. Things started getting weird after the 5th month after he had moved in. No one went into the basement anymore. It was Uncle's room, and he needed his own time apparently. One thing that went unnoticed was the stench of body odor from that room. He would spend all day in there, never getting showers or baths, spending all of his welfare money on booze. One time, I remembered some PS2 games I had left down there, so I decided to venture down. Horror. This is what I felt when I looked down at our once clean and fun basement. Cans, bottles, garbage, clothes, all scattered around the floor. The stench was immense, even worse than when it seeped through the door. I immediately vomited as it hit me, and my eyes grew red as water streamed down. I can't describe it. Rot was the overwhelming aroma. I had never smelt a rotten corpse, but this is what I imagined it to smell like. Imagine having some meat in the fridge that had been there too long. Imagine that bad smell, times a million. I called my mother down to look. Her face was of pure shock and disgust. We had to talk, and she decided it was time for him to leave. He did not take this well. He stormed out, slamming every door that he could. He punched the window of the front door, cracking it. He screamed at us, calling us vulgar names, and smashed all of the windows at the front of the house. Mom cried all night, but was too scared to call the police. Little did we know what would happen the following night. At about 3 a.m., I heard a smash coming from the downstairs toilet. Our toilet in that house was weird. It was really creepy looking at night. This is where I heard the smash. Stupidly, I decided to go down and look. I turned the lights on. Nothing. I tried the lamp. Nothing. The electricity was off. The fuse box must have been tampered with, I thought. This made the walk increasingly terrifying as I walked through the kitchen to the bathroom. As soon as I saw slight movement in the dark, I bolted upstairs, dragging my brother into our mom's room and locking the door. I knew who it was. I explained what I saw, and they understood the danger that we were in. We sat silent, waiting for him to find us. We heard footsteps on the hall. He shouted to try and scare us and make us come out to face him. We sat silent. He called my mom's phone, alerting him to where we were. She immediately stumbled over to turn it off, but it was too late. He screamed at us, then started smashing the door with something, probably a baseball bat or a metal pipe. Our mom called the police, and they told us they would be 10 minutes. We had to sit there for another 10 minutes. A minute passed that felt like eternity, and then the head of an axe violently smashed through the door after many smashes. Confused and scared, we backed into the corner, not knowing what to do. Finally, we heard the distant sirens of cop cars, and they soon entered the drive. Suddenly, the pounding stopped and he ran. Luckily, the police caught him. He was sent to a holding cell and tried for vandalism, intent to harm or kill, and possession of illegal substances. He was sentenced to 10 years in jail and no hearing for bail. So it has been a year and a half now, and we have cut all connections with him, got a restraining order, sold the house, and moved towns. In a bit, son. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like or subscribe, and follow us on our Twitter at Norville52. Thanks for watching.